Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are doing more Rose Cup battles against two different players, both subscribers, so thank you so much for requesting the battles when I posted on Twitter asking if anybody wanted to battles. Thanks for reaching out, I certainly do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and take a look at my first opponent's team. He does have Driftblim, Excadrill, Skarmory, Clefable, Medicham, and Granbull, and my team is Drapion, Charizard, Rhydon, Wigglytuff, Machamp, and Steelix. So I am trying out Mud Slap on Rhydon. Mud Slap, as you know, recently got a buff not too long ago, and I really like Mud Slap now. It's really powerful. It's kind of like Confusion in a way. It does charge up pretty fast. You know, it's pretty good, and it does do a good amount of damage. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and try it out. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. And I only have Surf on mine. I actually didn't give it a second move. Honestly, I don't even know what else it gets. I think it gets... I want to say Earthquake, guys. I want to say Earthquake. I'm pretty sure it gets Earthquake. But as you can see, I only have Surf. Didn't purchase that secondary move. I did like it, though. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun to use. At the end of the day, I do think Rhyperior is probably better. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you guys think. But you can see we're doing a lot of damage with that Rhydon. We're going to come in and finish things off with Drapion. I do have a shield. This Meteor Mash wouldn't have taken me out anyway. But we did have a shield to protect ourselves, and we're able to knock out that Clefable and take game one. So very good game. Thank you for battling. We're going to jump into game number 2, so let's see what happens. I do lead with Drapion. He leads with Driftblim, so huge advantage for me. He's going to have to get out of there once he sees how much damage my bites are doing. Absolute insanity. So he does switch into Medicham. I'm going to switch into my Charizard. He'll get off a charge move. I do let this one go through, and it is going to be a power-up punch. It could have been an ice punch, which would have been okay. I still would have let an ice punch go through, but power-up punch is even better for us, unless if he hits us now with an ice punch and do more damage. But he's still going to hit me with power-up punch, so just boosting up his attack, totally fine. I will go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw, trying to get the bait. I knew this wouldn't knock out the Medicham, but we do go ahead and pick up the shield. Almost got to another one. Unfortunately, I didn't. I do go ahead and shield this because I am afraid of that ice punch, but it happens to be another power-up punch, so nicely played. Boosting his attack again. That Medicham, if I bring in my Rhydon, is going to absolutely go right through it, so I have to get rid of this Medicham. Unfortunately, he eliminates my Charizard. So I do bring in Drapion, and I click on Fell Stinger. Probably should have clicked on Aqua Tail. I think Aqua Tail would have knocked it out, and because of that, I'm going to use my last shield because I don't want to take any damage, even from a power-up punch. We could have taken it, but it would have done a lot. If I hit the Aqua Tail, it probably would have knocked him out. So he'll bring in Excadrill. I switch into my Rhydon, and we just use a few Mud Slaps and knock out that Excadrill. He does bring in Driftblim, which is not good for us because he is a flying type, so it will resist my Mud Slaps, but we're able to hit him with a Surf, which is always nice to add on that damage. Ominous Wind will come through, but we're able to tank it. Oh my gosh, guys, he got a buff, so I'm like, give me that Surf, give me that Surf. We don't get it. He does get off another charge move, which is definitely going to knock out my Rhydon now, but we have a Drapion that's able to come in and just bite away and finish off the Driftblim, so that's good for us. So we do go ahead and win that one, but that boost could have given them the win, right? But anyway, for the next game, it's my Rhydon. I am leading with it against Clefable. Honestly, I didn't know how this matchup went. If I had Earthquake and I got it off, it'd probably go to us, but I'm not really too sure. So I am going for the Surf. I wasn't trying to switch. I just was checking to see what I have in the back. And we almost knock out that Clefable, although he does take us out with literally 1 HP. But that's okay. Anyway, bringing in Medicham, very interesting. You know, I'm really interested to know what's in the back, considering he decided to bring in Medicham. We'll have to see. Very interesting decision. So it's going to be a Skarmory. So maybe it was just a misclick, which happens to me a lot, guys. If you watch the channel, you know I misclick a lot. So Skarmory obviously would have been the better choice, but could have been a misclick. You know, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So I am going to go ahead and shield up this Sky Attack from the Skarmory. So not taking any damage, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw, trying to get a shield. I'm hoping to get a shield. I figured he had the shield at that point, and we actually get to another Dragon Claw. I am able to shield this up. I could just farm him down at this point, and I think I do that. Yeah, I just farmed Skarmory down with Fire Spin, so able to win that game. And I think we're jumping into my other opponent. We are Sidby, another subscriber, so thank you so much. I did shoutcast a few of his tournaments in the past, so I am leading, or I led with Rhydon, he led with Medicham. Turbo for me, so I switch into Charizard, he switches into Probopass. Absolutely awful for me. However, if you noticed, he has Spark in that. He does not have Rock Throw. Rock Throw would have eliminated me already, so I'm glad to see Spark. Rock Slide will eliminate us, but at least we got damage off against that Probopass. I will bring in my Rhydon to farm him down with Mud Slap, so I still thought this was a losing battle, but at least we're in an okay position. He brings in Medicham, not great for us. I know Ice Punch is going to do a lot. So is Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch probably would have knocked me out. We're going to go ahead and go for the Surf right now just to get off damage. Not going to do a whole lot. He does decide to shield it, so at least we take the shield. He knocks out my Rhydon. We are up a shield, but we have Drapion, so definitely not looking too hot, but let's go ahead and see. Now, when it comes to shields, Drapion doesn't really have to worry about it because even if they shield Fell Sting, you still get the boost, right? So it's still doing its job, but he brings in his Drapion, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was so happy to see that. So we get off the Fell Stinger. I don't care if he shields or not. He is going to go ahead and get off a charge move against me. I do go ahead and shield this one up. It will be that Icy Wind. So that does lower our attack, which is really unfortunate, actually. I knew it was going to be close. He does have his Medicham. I knew I shouldn't go for the Aqua Tail because I figured this had to be shielded. Going for that Fell Stinger just to boost our attack up again. He gets off a charge move. I'm like, please don't be Dynamic Punch. Please don't be Dynamic Punch. It's an Ice Punch. We're actually able to live it, and we're able to farm down that Medicham. Despite that poor lead, we were actually able to pull that game off. I did not think I was going to win that game, but we do manage to win it. So very, very well played at my opponent's end. Very tough opponent as well. So for the next game, I do lead with my Rhydon, and he is leading with Drift Blim. So again, not favorable for us because he does resist our Mud Slap. So I'm going to charge up a little bit and then bring in my Wigglytuff. He will switch into Medicham. So perhaps a misclick on his end, but I was still happy to see it. You know, misclicks are still legitimate. You know, they happen. They happen to me. You know, I've definitely misclicked. A lot, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and that's totally fine. So I immediately click on the Ice Beam because I was hoping he would bring in his Drift Blim, but he didn't. He brought in a Alolan Mawak. That's probably what he meant to switch in against my Wigglytuff. In fact, I know it is because that's the Pokemon you bring in. But again, it's okay. It's not a big deal. He is going to go ahead and go for that Bone Club, which actually won't finish us off, and then he'll be able to finish us off with Fire Spin. So we could bring in my Rhydon and just Mud Slap this down. He will get off a charge move. And Bone Club, let's see how much it does. It's actually a Shadow Ball, which I think is the correct move. Bone Club wouldn't have done a lot. He switches into Drift Blim, so I am going to go ahead and immediately click on Surf. And that will be met with a shield. So I was actually happy to see that. He probably didn't know I only had Surf. So that's why maybe he thought it was Stone Edge. I don't even know if Rhydon gets Stone Edge, honestly. But anyway, my final Pokemon going to be that Machamp. I'm farming up for the Rock Slide. I do go ahead and shield this one up. It is going to be an Icy Wind. Really unfortunate, so I am going to charge up a lot. Try and bluff with the Cross Chop. I knew if he took the bait and shielded, we had a chance at this game. He does shield it. And now we're going to be able to get off the Rock Slide. I didn't know if this would knock it out because our attack was debuffed. I wasn't sure. It actually does knock it out. That may have been close. And then we're able to feint him down. So another very close game. Again, that I thought I was going to lose. If he didn't take that bait with Cross Chop, we would have lost that. But you know, I mean, that was a correct decision to shield. But I'm just saying, like, it was kind of like a 50-50, you know. But anyway, next match I do lead with Drapion against his Medicham. He will pull the switch into Skarmory. And I am going to go ahead and charge up energy and bring in my Charizard. So a Sky Attack is coming my way. Sky Attack, we don't resist it. So we do want to shield that because Charizard is squishy. I am going to go ahead and go straight for the Blast Burn. I figured, well, since I Since I bluffed last game, maybe he would think it was since I bluffed, maybe he would think I was bluffing again and not shield, so I could knock him out. That was my thought process. It wasn't the case, so I am able to just feint down the Scumray after using both shields, though. But we do have energy loaded, and I click on my Blast Burn. Didn't think he would shield this because it's going to resist my moves, but he does shield it, which is good for me. I bring in my Rhyperia. Unfortunately, not my Rhyperia, my Rhydon, he switches into Medicham. Not good for us. Look how much Ice Punch is doing. That's not good, but at least we get off a Surf. So we're going to be doing something. I wish we had another move on this. I just didn't purchase it. I was saving my Stardust for Go Battle League, guys. You guys understand. So I bring in my Charizard. He's going to go ahead and get off what I assume to be an Ice Punch, which should knock out Charizard, as it does. Actually, yeah, it did. It did. Okay. It looked like I lived on like 1 HP. Anyway, I bring in my Drapion. Go for that Fell Stinger to boost my attack. So we're going to be boosting in just a moment. And that knocks him out, actually. And then now that Alolan Malware comes out, Bone Club is not going to knock us out, guys. It is not going to knock us out. So, as you can see, we take Bone Club, and I'm like, can I get to the Aqua Tail before he gets to another Bone Club? Oh my gosh, I got to it. I got to the Aqua Tail. Another super close game that looked like I was going to lose, but we're actually able to pull it off. So, I was very excited when I won that one. That was very cool. So for the next game, I do lead with Wigglytuff against Medicham. We 100% catch this lead, so very positive for us. We are neutral to fighting attacks, but it's still positive. So I do go ahead and switch into my Rhydon. Now we do resist, I believe, pretty much every move that he has, but for some reason I shield that. Why did I shield that? Oh, Magnet Bomb. That's right, Magnet Bomb. Yeah, we don't resist Magnet Bomb. We actually take a lot from Magnet Bomb, so I didn't want to take a Magnet Bomb, so that's why I shielded it. Anyway, he brings in his Medicham. I'm just going to go ahead and take this Ice Punch, which will do a lot to us. So, as you can see, we do take a lot of damage, and unfortunately couldn't get off that Surf, but that's okay. I bring in my Wigglytuff, and he will be able to get off a charge move. I will let it go through. Assuming it's an Ice Punch, it is. He probably has Dynamic Punch on that. Or Psychic, I'm not really sure. But anyway, this Drapion has Ice Fang, not Bite. I figured my only way of winning this game was to just farm him down at this point because he still has 2 shields. There's no way I'm going to be able to take both shields at this point. So I do shield up that attack and feint down Drapion. And he'll bring in that Medicham and we just feint him down and win. And that will be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.